Welcome to another edition of Northern Heat. My name is Robert Lennon, president of Thermalwood Canada and a host for the show. And I got a co-host today. Well, Olive is not going to be too excited on this co-host. And our special guest today, Rene Vienneau. Rene, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad. So,
good, thank you.
Rene, you are involved in four directions. And I heard you speak last week at the Chamber of Commerce Gala. And you're one of the co-founders, the original co-founders of this. And tell us a little bit more about this, because I was intrigued after your story of you up there talking about this program and what you're trying to do for kids.
Well, it all started in 2016 when Bathurst Youth Center asked me if I could take some kids out in the woods on an adventure. And I'm a dreamer, so I didn't go half. I didn't do it halfway. I went all the way. So we took a bunch of kids out on 5-day adventure on the Nibiscuit-Mi'kmaq Trail, which was just being opened at the time. And I thought it was a great way of showing the kids what we have in the region. But the outcome was so bigger than that. You know, the outcome of the anxiety and, all these mental problems that the kids have, we've seen a direct impact at the moment of people with kids with anxiety, how on the day number 3, they weren't taking their anxiety pills. And it inspired us to maybe try to find a way to do more of these adventures. And yeah.
So these kids that you've taken out, what age group?
They're 12 to 17-year-old. We don't charge anything for the kids due to the fact that not everybody can afford it, but everybody needs it. So we take kids from all walks of life, and we put them out in real life, real-time experiments. And they do what they need to do to survive, because we can't control Mother Nature. Sometimes it rains.
Yeah, exactly. So you were telling me that last year you did 3 adventure tours or trips, or I'm not sure what you're calling them, with the kids. And this year you're hoping to do some more.
Well, this summer just passed, we did 3 great adventures, 2 adventures of 4 days on the Restigouche River, where we take a bunch, 10, 12 kids, and we put them in canoes, and we do 4 days on the river, and then we manage everything. The kids put up their own tents, they help with the food, we practice first aid, and we have fun. We play games, play social games. We let them all socialize, which I think in this time of the world after the pandemic, I think real social skills is a little lacking in some of these kids. So it kind of takes them out of their box, out of their home, and gives them an opportunity to make new friends, real friends in situations that might become long-time friendships, right?
Oh, absolutely. And you were also telling me that, that you are teaching them life skills, like you're talking first aid, you're talking survival, you're talking a bunch of things. So, the mock-ups and the experiments that they're doing, those are some of the things that you're talking about, right?
Exactly. We go out in the woods, we practice the survival plan, which is first aid and fire, shelter, signal, food and water. It's they're social skills, they're essential skills that have been recognized by the schools in the last 2-3 years. So we've also started teaching in schools, well, outside of schools, because we don't go inside the class. We take the kids outside, and the teachers and school systems really recognizing we camouflage the survival skills that they learn, and that becomes their essential skills, right? Motor skills and teamwork and communication and estimates and all that stuff. It's all in that global survival plan.
Well, it's incredible that you're doing that, and the group that's doing that do this as volunteers, but there's still a cost associated to the food and everything else that you need to prepare, and the gear and everything that you need for that. And so, one of the things that you reached out your hand the other day at the gala and said, if anybody wanted to donate any money to help out on this cause and to help the kids, that you were looking for whatever you could pick up.
Well, whatever we can pick up, a little bit of money goes a long way when you have people with heart, and our committee is dedicated to spending the money we have on adventures, and that's why we put in a lot of time volunteer on other aspects, the preparation and all that. I got to say, last year we made a partnership with the Rotary Club, and they agreed to sponsor us new equipment because their equipment was getting really old. A lot of our equipment, canoes and paddles and life jackets, were borrowed from my friends, from myself. So they are with us for another few years to bring up our equipments, but they're not there to pay for anything else, like the transportation and the food and the cost of the guides and stuff like that, because there's a cost associated to all that. So I'm looking to the community to bring back unity in our community and to show these kids that we all care for them, and even if they can't afford, it doesn't matter. It's not, money shouldn't be the limiting factor if these kids can experience these great adventures.
So how do they get a hold of you if people want to donate some money and help out these kids?
Well, they can go on our Facebook page. It's 4 Directions Adventures with the number 4, or they can go, they can call me at 506-480-1908. We also have a website. It's 4directions.camp.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah, it's .camp. And if they're in there, there's an email that they can send us some emails as well. Directions at.
So you've got emails, you got a website, you got Facebook, and you even got your phone number. So there's no reason why people can't get a hold of you and write up a check.
Yeah, we'll write up a check, and we're not looking for big money from 1 or 2 organizations or 2 businesses. We're looking for a little bit of money from a lot of business to keep the unity, like I said, in community. We have evaluated, how much it costs. It's $600 for a trip for 4 days on the Restigouche, $750 for a trip on 5 days on the Nipisiguit Mi'kmaq Trail. So, our objective next year is to bring about 50 kids out. So we need 50 sponsors to do that.
Well, the fact of the amounts that you're talking about, they're not astronomical. If you were to go anywhere for 4 or 5 days, think about hotels, food, all that kind of stuff for a number of people. This is not very expensive.
No, we're working on a program with Soldier On. I played in a golf tournament with Kenton White there. They hosted that.
Yeah.
And we were throwing out numbers, and the lady that I'm dealing with said, $600 costs you 2 hours of psychologists, and they're going to get 4 days with $600. So it's very cheap and very affordable. So if we have community companies or people that want to donate, it was greatly appreciated. These kids need it, especially now that COVID is done, and they really need it.
So it's time to get out. Yeah. Listen, Rene, thank you very much for doing that for the community. Thanks for doing that for the kids.
We helped each other, and we were like a family and bonding.
Be out in nature, disconnected from electronics, being with new people, making new friends.
De pas laisser les autres derrière, puis il faut que tu te fasses entraider, puis le manger est vraiment bon.
Is that you've got a lot of people at high caliber here that are out there, including yourself, when it comes to being out in the woods and stuff. So, volunteering your time for the kids and stuff. Again, congratulations on doing that. I wish you the best of luck.
Yes.
Now people have all your contact information, so they're sure.
Us.
Yeah, exactly.
Spread the word.
There, perfect,
Awesome.
good, and thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thanks, Bob.
You're very welcome. There we are. Another edition of Northern Heat for this week, the place you come to listen to the stories that you haven't heard yet.